Hi everyone, Alan from the Worldwide Catalina Pacific Company, WWCPC.com. Show you how to finance an aircraft using our services. We'll go ahead and go to our website, WWCPC.com. Opens up to our home page, which is actually our Apply Here finance application form. It's a simple email form. You'll put in some basic information, submit this, which emails it to us, and we'll look it over. And if everything looks good, we'll buy the aircraft for you and get you set up in it. So I want to buy a Twin Otter. I recently got the Pacific Northwest Orbix scenery, and I wanted a nice aircraft up there and decided that was the one for me. I might have already shopped it and done the calculations to know what my down payment is. Over here, here's some FAQs. We finance up to 75% of FSE base price. So I can click here. This is a shortcut to the Flight Simulator Economy Simpler View, aircraft base prices. I can go down here to the de Havilland Twin Otters, what I'm looking for. Right in here somewhere. There we go. And I can see the base price is $783,000. So I can go over here to my calculator. I can go 783, and I can go times 0.75. And that would give me the maximum amount they would that we would finance. And so you would subtract this from the selling price, would give you your minimum down payment. Hopefully that makes sense. So it's the sale price of the aircraft minus 75% of base price. That will give you your down payment. So that is quite simple. A little bit of work. I'm going to show you an easy way to do it. We already have it calculated for you. Let's remember that base price on this Twin Otter is $783,000. Okay, so I don't need that anymore. So I'll go back over here. Here's the easier way to do it. I can click here or here, same link. This is Chris, RCN01. He came up with this page, which is really makes it a lot simpler. It will calculate out for you the sale price minus, factor in the 75% of base price and give you the down payment. Here's what I'm interested in: the make and model and the minimum down payment right here. So I'm going to go on down here. This is actually pulled from the FSE aircraft purchase page. So this is a fresh view of all the aircraft for sale in FSE. So here's the Twin Otters for sale, and here's the one I got my eye on for the Pacific Northwest. It's located in Alaska, so that's perfect. Remember that base price was $783, so this fella's, or this FSE member is selling this below base price. They must have gotten a great deal on it, and so this is a perfect, as far as the sale price, great aircraft to buy. The other thing I want to look at is the airframe time at 89 hours. Awesome, low airframe time, great aircraft to buy. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this tail number. So I'm going to need that. And you can type all this stuff in. You can move this to a separate monitor, whatever's fast and easy for you. So I'm going to go on down here and I'm going to put in the registration number. And then to keep things accurate, I'm going to copy and paste rather than type it in the model right here. Go back to the application. Here's where the model goes, right there. Okay. Sale amount, $769,000. And again, you can type all this in. Probably the easiest way is from a separate monitor. And then, of course, for the down payment, I could calculate that manually as I showed you, or I can just use Chris's down payment calculator here. And the down payment is $181,750. So I go ahead and I'll put in the down payment right there. All right, got that stuff done. So now I'm going to go ahead and fill in my basic information. And this is where you would want at least 2. It says transfer to, but using the fantastic Flight Simulator Economy lease feature, really what we mean is lease 2. It gets transferred to you once it's paid off. So I don't want it to go to a group, or it can go to a group. It can be leased to a group, whatever you want. So I'll just put that there. I want it to me, Alan, leased to me. There's my email. If you're going to buy it from a private party, you would click this. In other words, it's not listed on the FSE for sale page. And then you would type the FSE member name right here, in which case we would contact that person and purchase the aircraft on your behalf. Typically, though, it's on the FSE for sale page, which you know this one is because that's where we got all this information from. We don't need to list the private seller because it's not a private sell. The model, the tail number, sale amount, down payment amount. Here's some more instructions on the down payment amount, how to calculate it. Here's a decision you have to make: 4 months at 9%, 6 months at 12%. This is our most common because it spreads the payments out a little bit more. That's what I'm going to choose right here. Requested agent. You don't have to put anything in here. The fastest way is to not put in an agent, so the first one available is going to get it. If you do have someone you like to work with, put it there, and you can wait for them to get to it if you want to work with just them. New registration requested. Type in what you want. You're not able to change that as a lessee in the lease feature on Flight Simulator Economy. It's a security measure. So we can change that for you when we set it up. I'll just take the default, so make sure it wasn't anything funky. No, that's fine. And then any particular instructions you want to put in, specific stuff. I've seen all kinds of different things typed to us in here. Nothing's necessary, but you might have something in particular you need to tell us about. That's fine. Submit application. Wait a minute, I forgot something here. It says make the down payment to this FSE group before submitting your application. Okay, so I better make my down payment first, which is how much? I'm going to copy this real quick just for the heck of it. $181,750. Okay, so let me make that down payment then, because WWCPC needs to see that the down payment's been made before your contract will be processed. So let me log into Flight Simulator Economy over here and make that down payment. There we go. And I've got enough money in my bank account, so I'll go to my bank account, and I'm going to go ahead and show transfer form, and I'm going to paste in that amount, and then I'll go ahead and put in for the Twin Otter Finance. And in the future, when you do payments, like your monthly payments, what you can put in here is your account number, which you'll see in a later video. We get that set up for you. You'll have an account number. Put that in correspondence with the payment. Okay, and then I'm going to type in. I'm sending this payment to down payment only, right? That's where it goes. Before I can apply, I send my down payment here, transfer it. Okay, so I know I've made my down payment. So now I can go back and I can go ahead and I can submit this. I've got it all filled out correctly, FSE username, and everything's all filled out correctly. I'm going to go ahead and hit the submit application. All right, so in the next video, show you what to expect next. Really nothing else to do. The next video will show you where to see your payoff, where to make your monthly payments, etc., etc., etc. But all that can be answered by clicking here or by reading the FAQs. It's all pretty much right here in the side panel of the website. Thank you very much for watching. Again, it's Alan from the Worldwide Catalina Pacific Company. Appreciate all your business. Bye.